Wait a second. You know what? I'm not going to let perfect be the enemy of the good. We're only doing horizontal on this. Wait a second. Okay. It's okay. This is good enough. All right. So we can finally get to work now. Yeah, we can. What have you been doing? Oh, you're drawing? Also, my headphone here is about to die, and so I'm gonna have to put you into my other one where I can't chat with you, but I can hear you. Okay? We could do that. That might be better. Yeah. This was fun, wasn't it? Okay. In 2 days, yeah. Tuesday would honestly work better. Yeah. That is crazy. All right. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye. All right, guys. This is stream number 2 for the day. But guys, we got big news. We're officially unbanned from YouTube. So we are live on YouTube right now. Very big news. Very big news. This is stream. We've been waiting to get out of YouTube jail. We have finally been unleashed. Okay? So just so the title is not clickbait, we're going to go through even more news. The stream this morning, we went through some news. We're going to go after some more news here. Here are some of the trending stories, okay? Trending stories as of today. Ex-Intel engineer sentenced for trade secret theft. So Varun Gupta, 2 years of probation and was fined $34K for stealing thousands of files. That's actually not as bad as I thought. You'd think when there's an article about trade secret theft that there would be bigger punishment. Okay. AI creators demand compensation. With AI models becoming mainstream, content creators and publishers are pushing back, demanding payment or credit for the use of their work and training. This will actually be very interesting. You saw some lawsuits earlier on. Stuff like this was going down, but we haven't heard it much in the news recently, so it's picking back up. All right, iPhone 17 production starts in India. Foxconn's massive plant in India. It's the second largest facility outside of China. Okay, investment around 25,000, whatever this currency is, crore. So that's about 3 billion US dollars. That's a lot of money. Okay, Microsoft's return to office is lifted. So starting January 2026, Microsoft will require employees near its Redmond HQ, so out in Seattle, to work from the office at least 3 days per week. Some teams might even face stricter mandates. The move signals a shift back to in person collaboration. Okay, well, if you're at Microsoft, that's tough, but maybe you want that environment. So then that's a good thing. And then finally, this is actually interesting. So, Sam Altman, phones are not the future for AI. Guys, what do you think is the future for AI? Sam doesn't think that phones are the future. Sam thinks. So he was on a podcast recently and he said that smartphones and traditional computers are not fit for AI experiences. So he's exploring ambient AI native hardware designs. He's working with Johnny Ive, the guy behind the products that we love so much by Apple. Okay. I think that that is good enough for what it is that we're trying to do. We could go into the news more, but I think we need to get back into our guerrilla marketing. So before our last stream cut out, and actually, I'm going to record this. Before our last stream cut out, we were doing guerrilla marketing ideas live here on stream. We got through a lot of them, actually. We got through pretty much all of these designs here. So we're gonna make the remainder guerrilla marketing ideas, and then after those are created, we will continue with the other exciting pieces that we're working on. Okay. So if you haven't used Sora, this is going to blow your mind. The workflow that we are doing is we came up with a lot of ideas, have the prompts ready in ChatGPT, and now we are generating them for guerrilla marketing campaigns. And so Sora has a little rule that you can only do 5 generations at a time. So we're going to try and put all of these in at once. And the thought process behind this is we're going to generate a bunch of images. It's like throwing mud against the wall. You're going to throw it and see what sticks. But rather than debating it back and forth, we're just creating the images and then we can just test them online. It's so quick to make all of these things nowadays. And I'll even show you how we came up with the ideas. We'll come up with more together. Okay. We got 5 generating right now. Oh, because we accidentally generated 2 of the esports. Okay. Thank you for the follow, HG. All right. I see. My worker AI. Honestly, I don't really like any of these. Let's try doing it like this. Yeah, sometimes it's not going to look good. Then you're just going to change up the prompt a little. All right, so esports arena excitement. Let's see how this looks. GG's to slow GTM. What is this? My honker AI? Okay. Let's check if any of these. I think that we could use one of these. I'll be real. Some of the previous ones we did earlier were really good. I'm not loving any of these, but it's better to just save it. And if we want, we can use it later on. And if not, we don't use it. Okay. Next one, cinematic AI credits. All right, these are kind of cool. Movie and credits image. I like this one. Museum exhibit label. So realistically, guys, we've got enough where we could post 3 a day. Probably end up posting 2 a day, but we've got so many awesome images now. All right, this taxi image is pretty good. We'll use this one. Oh, this is pretty sick. All right, this is the last one we're doing for the day. So let's save. We'll do this middle one. We'll do these middle two, actually. Yeah, these middle two. All right. Also, guys, just to put this into perspective, in total this morning, probably spent about 2 hours on this initiative as a whole. And we've got LinkedIn posts and guerrilla marketing ideas for probably the next month. Probably about a month's worth of viral guerrilla marketing ideas from a couple hours of work. We started yesterday, and here's the example of our first one in progress. Yeah, pretty much like 5,000 impressions, and hasn't even been 24 hours yet. So we're getting people visiting the page. It's all we can ask for, really, with this. I'll drag over the images so you guys can see everything that we've created. This is our folder of guerrilla marketing ideas. How many? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. So that's 33 plus how many are in this line? 8. So it's like 41 images pretty much. We got 41 images, guys. 41 guerrilla marketing viral image ideas from 2 hours. So seems pretty good to me. All right, so you might be thinking, Will, what do you have planned for us? You're talking like there's a lot of plans, but what do you actually have planned for us? I have a couple of things here that is just a reminder so I don't forget certain things. Yes, our product-led growth. Guys, we can't forget about our product-led growth. And we've got the work that we're doing in Comet. I'm going to sort these by date. All right, guys, just for the editors, I gotta figure out how to sort this properly. There we go. That was 3 minutes. 2 hours and 7 minutes. Okay, 17th. All right, guys, just so you know, what I'm doing here is I am getting all of my files updated for the editors. All right, guys, we're going to pause there for those uploads. I'll leave this on a separate page. I'm going to rename this too. Moving forward, we're going to be much more organized with our stream recordings. Okay, product-led growth. Product-led growth with my worker. So we are trying to figure out the best way to approach PLG. Okay, so before we dive into all of this, let's take a step back and think through not only the approach for product-led growth, but how we're going to properly market this and message it and have it understood by clients and ensure that this actually works. I like the idea. The one thing that I'm kind of worried about is all of these terms like reach credits and, you know, all these different things. That's going to be an area that might lead to confusion for potential clients. So, with all that said, let's think through how we're approaching this in depth and make sure that whatever we execute, we're going to actually be able to really leverage as an advantage once it comes to the marketing side of the business. All right, guys, let's see what we got here. So we are trying to figure out product-led growth. This is a continuation of a previous working session that we did. We made a ton of progress, but nailing product-led growth is one of the things that is going to make the big difference between the large majority of companies that don't make it and the ones that actually do make it. So right now we are trying to solve for this. We've got a great product. It's in the market. It works. We need to figure out how to quickly and easily have that value communicated to customers. So I'm just going to read through what it said here. Category promise in one-liner. Booked demos outreach that actually lands in the inbox. Booked demo outreach that actually lands in the inbox. My worker is an inbox safe, AI SDR approve, 10 drafts, start sending today and get interested replies fast without burning your domain. Ditch the jargon, 2 units only. Instead of reach credits and send slots, use plain English. Lanes, how many campaigns you can run in parallel, each lane, one single tenant, sending identity. Safely 10 to 20 emails a day, one campaign attached at a time. How many new people you start per month. Positive narrative talk traffic. Outcome, not tools. I feel like this is still confusing to people. Lanes, contacts a month. I think we need to do more brainstorming. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, it still feels like the thing when it comes to lanes and contacts, I feel like we could do better. It is really difficult to fully communicate. I think the best thing that we've gotten so far is the AI sales team as a service, but I think that getting this figured out in terms of differentiation, because a lot of our competitors use contacts and they use inboxes, and it almost over promises on their end, whereas there's so much that goes into doing it properly that we're doing. Maybe the jargon is the right way, I don't know, but let's think through some other approaches. Like leverage your superhuman domain expertise and intelligence and product-led growth in these different areas to really figure out how we can crack this nut. And just like before, we saw Replit do it and some of these others, except theirs is kind of easier because people can just quickly test it and try it and see the generation and see the preview of the product, whereas ours, we're trying to replicate that easy, fast, viral success, but for our AI sales tool. So let's think through this in more depth and come up with some ideas. Ooh, I like that idea. My buddy just said that there's a build in public Reddit, and so we should get the. Honestly, we should come up with a Reddit strategy. I don't know why we haven't been doing that. It's a good idea. I'm going to do that separately. We've been doing a lot of building for My Worker AI in these other channels, like trying to do the stream, build in public, all of that. And I feel like there's a lot of opportunity in terms of how we can have this all tie into and grow virally within Reddit. So let's take a step back and think through all of the ideas in terms of Reddit and different Reddit strategies that we can execute and come up with the best approach that works with everything that we're doing. And we want to do the highest ROI activities. So focus on the things that we can do and strategies that would be like 10,000 to 1x leverage just because we are very time constrained with things. So we want to make sure we're focused on the areas that have the biggest ROI. All right. I like that. Yo, that's a great idea, man. I'm actually going to put agent mode on coming up with a strategy for us in regards to Reddit. Honestly, it's a pretty blank canvas at the moment. We can take it in any way that we like. One of our friends mentioned that there's a build in public Reddit that might lend well to what we're doing, but that then again, there are so many other entrepreneur and other areas that we could tie into. So I really want you to just focus on whatever you think would be best and the highest leverage. Take whatever approach you want. All right, guys, on the other screen, just so I'm not just working in silence here, I am responding to people on LinkedIn. And yeah, interacting with people and trying to drum up more business here. All right, let's see what the Reddit strategy. And as a heads up, I know very little about Reddit, so what I'm going to try and do. Can you tell me about the most useful like Windows keyboard shortcuts? Like for example, one that I'm just wondering is how to quickly zoom in or zoom out. Yeah, things like that. I'm trying to get used to it, and I feel like that would be very good to just know the most useful and most commonly used shortcuts. I was just thinking that it was getting kind of hard to see, so I wanted to zoom in, and I didn't know the shortcut for zooming in. Okay, it's just Control plus. Oh wow. Okay. All right, Windows desktop. Yeah, I got to get used to all these. Control Windows left or right. That didn't work. All right. Windows I is open settings. Oh, interesting. Okay. Open clipboard. Windows V. Oh, I gotta enable in the settings. Okay. Control F, Control H is replace. Okay, we can learn some of those later. All right, guys, Reddit strategy. Let's see what we think. And the cool thing is we can actually tell the system to do it. All right, Reddit strategy. Reddit thrives on niche communities. Start with a personal non-brand account. Once you understand each group's etiquette, gradually transition to a verified brand account. Verified profiles get 89% higher engagement. Okay. Wow, there are a lot of subreddits here. So build credibility and deliver value before promoting. Reddit rewards authenticity. Branded accounts. Start by contributing more than you promote. Follow the 5 to 3 to 1 or 90-10 rule. This builds karma. Ensure honest progression. Provide free assets. High impact AMA sessions. Ask me. Identify the right subreddit. Request moderator approval. Cover uncommon questions about AI and sales. Schedule for prime time 2 to 4. Organic engagement should remain primarily. Yeah, honestly, Reddit, I'm surprised that it's taken me this long to start learning about Reddit. Use Reddit as a product feedback A/B testing engine. Hmm. Okay, so I guess we first gotta interact on these other subreddits. So if we were going to execute this Reddit strategy and it was just going to be you and I doing it, what would be the best way for us to work together to execute this game plan? And actually, while this is happening, maybe we should plan out the rest of these LinkedIn posts. That might be a good plan. Well, I guess we'll focus on this first. So here's a structure: set up foundational accounts and guidelines. Create a repurpose a personal Reddit account to start. Once you're comfortable, create a verified brand. Uploading valuable comments and noting. Provide ongoing support while the threads are active. For an AMA, I can help prepare additional responses. Research follow-up questions. It's getting hot in here. Turning up the fan. All right, guys, and if you're watching, make sure you subscribe so you can see how we build all this stuff in person on a day-to-day basis. This approach sounds good. Basically, whatever approach we can do where you take on the bulk of almost all the work and continued work is ideal. So, yeah, let's execute. I can go and do what needs to get done, but ideally, we can put as much of the work on you. But of course, looks like I got to go and create the accounts and do some of those things to start. So while GPT is doing that, what we're going to do is we've got to come up with the LinkedIn post for all of these images. All right, so we created every single one of these images 1 through 30. And so all of those are ready. So now we want to plan out and create the final LinkedIn post for all of these. So with that said, let's try and come up with the best LinkedIn post captions for all of them, with the whole goal being we want there to be something that gets people to stop scrolling and really engage and make all of these posts go viral. Our goal is to get 100% of them to go viral. That might be hard to do, but we want to do our best in order to do that. So take your time, think through the dynamics of every single person who might read through each of these posts along with images that we created on LinkedIn, and then let's create the final posts for all of them. And just because this is a lot, we're going to do deep research on this. Every single one of these is going to be posted from my personal profile, and then we're going to repost them with some type of other caption from the My Worker AI company page. That said, if you see a better opportunity to do something differently, I'm open to different ideas. And yeah, honestly, feel free to approach it however you think would be best. I don't want things to seem like too promotional, if that makes sense. I think that like we want these to be engaging enough where people can we can have a mix. So yeah, just let's go with whatever approach you think would be best here. Okay. So we got to set up the personal and the verified accounts. Sounds great. I will go and set up the accounts now. Is there anything else that we should get going in the meantime? And is there anything that I should keep in mind while I'm setting up these Reddit accounts? All right, guys, we're getting on Reddit. It's been too long. Reddit has been waiting for us, and it's time, guys. It is time for us to get in on the Reddit game, okay? A lot of people have been waiting for us to get in on Reddit, and the time has come. Okay, I gotta choose something I'm interested in. I'll say I'm interested in technology and AI. Crypto. Okay. Reddit's personalizing my experience right now. Okay, secure. Grab a professional but human handle for your personal account. I feel like Reddit's supposed to be anonymous, but I feel like, should I maybe I secure my real, that's what we'll do. There's premium Reddit. What's Reddit Pro? Advertise on Reddit? Dang. Man, I am behind on the Reddit stuff here. Okay. I'm actually going to keep it here. And once I finish setting up the account, we can explore together. Go to my settings. Okay. Oh, it's ad free. Okay. Verify, use legit email. All right. Yeah. Could you give me all of the information that I should put while setting up my account? Like each area I should go to, what I should fill out, what I should put in each of those areas, and then yeah, let's start with that and do that for both my personal and then the business Reddit that we're making. Like I'm completely fresh, brand new to Reddit, so I'm gonna need to be walked through every little thing, even if it seems obvious. Like, should I just put my name as my display name? I feel like Reddit's like anonymous. I just put my real name, saying William AI. It did not prompt me to enter a username, but I could just do it. Hmm. Just gonna keep it consistent. Pro pick. Okay, let's go to pro pick. Should I use the same images that I have on my LinkedIn? Here's a screenshot to show you how that looks. Oh, whoops. Okay, so it says that I shouldn't use that same banner. Um, I know nothing about Reddit, so I'm going to listen and not use that as my banner, and I will be bannerless on Reddit. Now we need a description. Okay, bio. I'm going to paste that in. All right. Oh wait, that's the My Worker account. Whoops. Okay, the bio is done. Guys, look at this. We're building on Reddit right now. Okay. Oh, I see. Display name. Okay, we've got the description, the avatar, no banner. We're just going to put the link to our link tree. As our link. Okay. All right, guys. Let's go. We pretty much have our Reddit page done. All right. Guys, this is big news. Officially on Reddit. Guys, we're going to have to add our Reddit to our link tree. It's pretty cool. I want to view the profile. Okay, we've got 0 karma score because we just created it. All right, guys, here's the profile we just created. Check this out. Oh, wait, whoops. Not that one. Find unimportant emails. No, not that one. This one, guys. Check that out. Maybe we put our... We have such a random username. Is there a way... I'm going to ask. Is there a way that we could change our username here on Reddit? And also, do you think that we should keep our display name as is, or should we add our last name after William? All right, this is one of the benefits of our Perplexity browser. Just ask questions while we're searching. Oh, it's a 30 character limit. Okay. You know, let's see if we can do that. We're going to try. I'm going to try and change this. Actually, we'll leave it as is. I don't want to complicate this. I'm not the expert. ChatGPT thought it made the most sense to do it that way, so we're going to do it that way. Start by subscribing to... Okay. Okay, now we're going to sign up for another one. All right, we're going to log out and now create the company one. Sign up. $370, $217. All right, guys, we're creating the My Worker Reddit now. All right, we just finished my worker AI's Reddit. So now we've done both. Okay, I'll pin an introductory post. Okay, verify authenticity. Okay, so I'm going to say, all right, so we just finished creating the profiles for my worker and my personal brand, or my personal account on LinkedIn, or not LinkedIn, on Reddit. So yeah, now what would be the best next steps? All we've done is created the profiles and then filled in our bio, profile pic, things like that. So we're starting completely fresh, but want to make sure we execute the strategy in the best way possible. I'm also curious if ChatGPT would recommend adding our Reddit profiles to our link trees. I'm gonna ask that. Guys, I see why being a social media manager is a full-time job for people. There's a lot to do. Okay, I wonder if agent mode can just do this. So I'm gonna say, build in public. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, let's do that strategy. Could you execute it and do that right in here? Guys, we're testing the limitations of agent mode right now. Sounds good, man. I appreciate it. Feel free to come back anytime.
Hey man, I wanted to let you know that if you want us to also make clips for any older streams that you have, probably add them to a folder as well, just so we can head a version with the highest resolution possible. I tried downloading it on my end, but there's a significant loss in quality. Maybe once we get the accounts, we could do it ourselves. But if there's anything you want us to work on this week, send it over to.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, what I'm doing right now is I've been going through the previous streams and I've been uploading them in the different day count. It's going to be more organized with the full title moving forward. But yeah, right now, each of the different folders for the streams have all of the streams I recorded on that day. So right now, I've got day 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. going through all of those, and they've been actively uploading. It's just going to take a little while for them to upload because, like right now, just to get through day 14, even with the firepower of this setup, it looks like it's estimating another 3.5 hours to get through those. But with that said, some of the videos have already uploaded, which is great. If you go into the folder for day 19 and day 18, some of those have already uploaded. So yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to get through them, but we're actually good to get started on those as soon as you're ready. And actually, day 19, that'd be great because I recorded that one this morning, and that one has some news that could be timely, especially at the beginning with some of the stuff that's happening in the news with Tesla and these other things. So anyway, those will all be uploaded, and I'm down to chat anytime the rest of the day. Um, Talk to you soon. Peace. All right, guys. I am probably gonna try and hit the gym soon. What OpenAI in talks to sell 6 billion in stock at a 500 billion valuation? That is crazy. This is a great start. Just to give you a little bit more of a background to my worker AI. Um, this tool that we built is something that solved a big thing for me in the past. Just being a founder, you're kind of stuck in this spot where you don't have enough money to go hire a big sales team, but you also don't want to spend most of your time figuring out how to turn outbound into a repeatable channel for like basically like to go and stitch together a bunch of different sales tools. So we ended up starting to build deeply in this direction in February of 2024. We've grown quite a bit and made a product that has gotten a lot better based on customer feedback. But the overall view at the time and even today, uh, the base technologies are getting so much better. And so, what we're actually building at My Worker, I believe, is going to uh, significantly improve as the base AI models and infrastructure improve. That said, we just started doing some uh, actual building, like in marketing, like building in public, trying to get more feedback and start letting more people use the product. Super excited to get feedback directly. I'm on stream every day to try and get that feedback and, doing all of the build in public, the good, bad, and ugly, all in front of everyone. So, with that said, I think that some of this context could be relevant. I'd be happy to give more context, but for the current product, we're not integrated with Slack, but we are integrated with major CRMs. We're pulling data from Apollo and LinkedIn. We're cleaning the leads with a external service. We allow for sequencing. We're integrated with smart leads. We're integrated with we take care of all of the email domain acquisition and warm up. So the big thing is, instead of needing to buy all these services and learn them separately, someone can just go to my worker and it takes care of everything A to Z. It'll even help with crafting the ICPs, learning all the things about what makes your product different, and all the way through the delivery of those emails. We also leverage a third party infrastructure piece for our master inbox where all of your emails will live. We're continually trying to get feedback from customers and improve on the product. And uh, even and with our existing customers, I always leave it open to them that if they want me to work with them directly on their ICPs or whatever they're building, we can do that live on stream and have working sessions on the go to market live. So all of that to say, it's a lot of context, but I think that we can really level up how we're trying to approach things on Reddit. Uh, but yeah, with that context, feel free to look through it, figure out how we can best position everything, and feel free to also, before we even write it, ask me more questions if you think that there's some additional information that I could provide that could help. Guys, not sure if you use charging blocks, but these charging blocks are amazing. The big thing that's surprising to me is that I've gone this long in my life without having a dedicated charging block. Guys, I just came up with a great idea as I was on my way to getting more drinks in the other room. Sometimes you need to take a step away to realize what amazing idea you might be sitting on in your subconscious. I will tell you this idea in 1 second. I got to respond to my producer, editor. I don't know what to call him. Absolutely, bro. Down to chat in 30 minutes or whenever you're free. I'm on stream, so I can mute while we talk, or we could just talk on stream. Whatever works for you. Guys, let's see how much longer till these videos finish uploading. We got 3 hours, 40 minutes. We got to get these guys the content so they can dive in, get to editing. All right, we got the build in public draft. Oh, so here's the idea. Here's the idea. I am going to first open a new agent tab because it's going to take some research, guys. It's going to take some research. Here's how we'll do it. All right, so there's a lot of capital out in the world, a lot of investors, okay? We want to find the ideal angel investors. We can include some VCs as well, but we want the best angels, the best VCs, the best capital partners for my worker to make sure that we do what we're going to become $1 billion plus company. We're putting that out in public. We're putting that in our titles here. So we better make it happen. We're putting it out on the line. In order to do that, we need good investors. And the idea here, and what we're going to work through, is we need to identify that list of investors, right? And I know we've done some research in the past, but let's dive in. We need our S tier, A, B, C, D, rank them all out. We need a massive, massive list of investors here. And what I think we want to do is after we have that final list, what we're going to need to do is find every single social profile that these different people have on social media, like on all of the different platforms, because we're going to be posting on YouTube, LinkedIn, X, just all of these places. And we need to gather and organize all of their handles across all these different platforms. And we need to get it super organized in a, what do you call it? A Excel sheet would probably work well. Have it all very organized because our goal is to be able to provide our editing team, who's going to be posting across social media, this master list. And then in the clips that make my worker look good, or the ones that we're talking about my worker or showing momentum or just, crushing it, in any of those types of clips, we want to tag different investors. Maybe give them a little call out, okay? So that's what we want to do. Just start getting on their radar, okay? Give them a little taste. Let them see what's going on, and then they can on their own terms jump behind the kimono. They can hop on the stream, but we need to get their attention. We need to know where they are. And so, agent, let's do this, okay? Please take your time, dive in, do whatever you need to do to get this going in the best way possible. I don't know if we should be doing, this seems like a pro research kind of request here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put this on pro. We do pro and agent. Oh no, it's only agent or only pro. Okay, well this seems kind of like we'll start with pro and then we'll go to agent. Let's do that. Sounds good, man. We can do it on stream then. So just message me here on WhatsApp, or you could call me on WhatsApp. Yeah, so just call me on WhatsApp whenever you're ready to go, and yeah, I'll be here. Pumped to run through it with you. Oh, pro is just going. There's no back and forth. Maybe I would have had to click deep research. Ah, that's what I need. Need deep research. I see. Okay, well, we could do deep research next. I will exit the page. So while that's happening, let's check out what Reddit did. So William here founder. Okay, yeah, this is much better. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna read it out loud one more time, just so you guys can see it, and then yeah, I think that we'll be good to post it. This is gonna be actually really interesting because I have never posted anything on Reddit ever. And I'd never even been on Twitch over a few weeks ago before I decided to live stream. And I had never done anything on Reddit. I still haven't actually. I made the profiles. I still haven't. So maybe I post this and people just get angry and they're like, oh, like, why did you do that? You clearly are such a Reddit noob and you have no idea how to use Reddit, which is possible. So we'll just we'll just see. Worst case, people get angry, and then uh, I guess that actually isn't worst case. If people get angry, at least it gets attention. Worst case is no one even sees it, which is probably there's a high likelihood that that happens, and that is the worst case. But that's pretty much where we are now. No one's seen it, so this is better than nothing. All right. Here, I'm going to read it out loud for you guys. So, hi, everybody. I'm William here, founder of My Worker AI. Earlier last year, I found myself juggling a half dozen tools just to get outbound sales off the ground: lead scrapers, list cleaners, CRM, sequencing platforms, email domain warmups. It was painful and expensive. As a founder who couldn't afford a big sales team, I started building something that could handle the entire process end to end. What we're building: a single platform that pulls leads from places like Apollo and LinkedIn, cleans them automatically, suggests your ideal customer profile, warms up email domains, sequence outreach, and logs everything back into your CRM. In other words, no more duct taping 10 different tools together to get outbound running. The system learns about what makes your product unique and it adapts its messaging accordingly. We've been iterating since February 2024 and have shipped major improvements based on customer feedback. We're not using Slack yet. Instead, we integrate directly with major CRMs and provide a master inbox so you can see and respond to all conversations in one place. Why we're building this publicly: I'm live streaming the process every weekday and sharing the good, the bad, and the ugly because I want honest feedback. AI infrastructure is evolving quickly, and I'm convinced that as underlying models improve, so will my worker AI. I'd rather build alongside a community of founders and sales pros than develop in isolation. How you can help? If you want to help, we're putting that in the post, I guess. If you felt the pain of piecing together a sales stack, I'd love your story. What tools did you use? What bottlenecks did you hit? Are there features you think an end-to-end outbound platform must have? Would you be interested in working live working sessions where we refine your ICP, your ideal customer, or outreach strategy on stream? I'm already doing this with existing customers, if you've already seen that. I plan to post regular updates here with progress, learnings, and missteps. Feel free to ask anything or share feedback. It's invaluable to shaping the product. Thanks for following along. Oh, if you have any quantitative results. Okay, very cool. So this is the Reddit post. Um, I think that this is good enough. So let's just ask what we should do next. It seems good to me. So I think we are good to go. Let me know what we need to do. Could you post it directly in here? what would be the best next steps and ways for us to get going? We also haven't followed any of those other pages or done anything yet. We just have the accounts set up, so we are starting fully fresh. Guys, it takes a lot of work to get people to notice what the heck we're doing. I mean, we've spent, I think, 4 hours on stream today doing this. Because we're doing this stream. This one's an hour and a half in. Then we had another one earlier. Guys, we have an exciting call coming up in under 30 minutes with Joaquin. I'm fired up. I don't know if you guys are fired up. I'm fired up. It's going to be great. Because that is really what's going to take us from what I would assess as maybe a C minus for where we're at right now. A C minus to a B very quickly. Obviously, we can't be giving ourselves anywhere above a B at the moment because we're still getting started and there's tremendous room for improvement. But it's really going to level us up because we're not clipping, distributing, doing anything with all this content. So let's see how this upload's going. Okay, still 3.5 hours to upload all this stuff. Takes time. I'm going to have to leave this computer cranking all night. Get these things uploaded. And also, guys, if you're watching, one of the best investments I've ever made was getting this computer setup going. Like, this is crazy. It's so good. You can actually do things and it works rather than needing to wait a bajillion years for things to load. Okay, so I'm actually just gonna put this in our Perplexity browser. And copy that. Okay. Sounds good. So I will do all of these things from my personal account on Reddit. What should we do on the company account? What are all the activities and things that we need to do on that Reddit account? Is it not? All right, I'm gonna do all of this from the company account, but or from the my personal Reddit account. But for the company, my worker Reddit account, could you please list out all of the things that we need to do, and I will put it into the Perplexity Agent Comet browser, and it will do it. All right, guys. Just so you can see what's going on here, we have asked we've asked Perplexity to do all of those things that were just in ChatGPT. So Perplexity's on it. We'll see if it can actually go follow all those pages and do all of that work. Okay, I think I think Perplexity's joining all these things for us right now. So as Perplexity joins all these communities, I'm looking through what Perplexity Labs built for us the other day. This is pretty sweet. This is pretty sweet. Hmm. You just built this whole website? Just drag this over. Perplexity Labs just built this. I don't think that this is going to be all that useful. We were trying to explore an idea. Built all these assets. We tested it. I think it's cool, but this just seems like a lot. I think we just need to partner with. We tried one-shotting a prompt with Perplexity Labs. It built something cool, but I think we just need to partner with the top angel networks. Because who's gonna build this out if we did that? It's too distracting. So, is this still going? All right, I'm gonna see if it did all this. How's the progress going on this so far? I think with these things, it's kind of annoying. You've got to keep the page open. Or maybe not, but that's what keeps happening. Every time I leave the page, it stops. So I'm going to leave this up. Let's put this. Let's put this here. Go for it. Okay. Thought for 11 minutes. That would be funny. So this is for us trying to tag people to get there. I got to start posting on X. I think that it's a major mistake that I'm not posting everything on X. Because I'm getting good activity on LinkedIn, but actually, let's test something. Right now, I have posts going out every single day on LinkedIn, and they're getting a good amount of traction. And I want to take those posts and start repurposing them for X. So, do you think that you'd be able to go through my LinkedIn posts and then craft and repurpose those posts for X and then save them into drafts? Let me turn on the Max assistance. All right. If Comet could do this, that'd be amazing. Go to build. Create post. Go to build in public. Oh, we're posting in build in public. Oh, communities. Oh yeah, I need to. Right now we're executing the game plan and we're at the point where the Comet browser wants us to create the post that's going to go in build in public. So could you please give me all the context that we need in order to do this? And yeah, you've got the information from before from what we were working on. So yeah, let's create the final post. Yes, could you go and do that, please? Please let me know if you run into any roadblocks that you cannot overcome. Okay. Create a Reddit post with title I need. Here is the content for the post that will help you continue. Okay, yeah, it's going through all my posts. All right, guys, this is actually working really well. Waiting for post content to be provided here. Okay, guys, so as a quick heads up, we've got the Comet browser. The Comet browser is doing a lot of work for us right now. It's repurposing our LinkedIn posts into X post drafts, and then it's taking some of these posts that we created and getting them ready for posting uh, on our, let's see here, get a it submitted our post already. I hope we didn't mess this up. Wait, let's see here. Perfect, I can see the tags button not available for this community, no flip. Task successfully created and submitted post for build in public. Submitted the post. Okay, go to Reddit and post. Seems like it's getting to work here. All right. If this thing actually is working, see, this is the thing that's difficult for me is, okay, if you click create post, your account isn't old and okay. Oh, so it's not old enough to post. Oh, very cool. It did go up. Oh, sweet. Very cool. Can I upvote my own? Oh, it upvotes automatically. Okay. Mm, nice. Our first ever Reddit post. That's huge. Guys, this is exciting. So your introduction has been posted. Your post is pinned. Monitor for comments, feedback. Okay. Cool. Okay, ongoing engagement. Okay, so we posted on the thread. That was our first ever post, so that's super exciting. What else could we do? Um, I'm happy to weigh in on other threads, contribute, participate. I think that what honestly, whatever you think would be the best approach for us here, let's do. Um, I'm happy to weigh in if there's anything that you need me to weigh in on. But yeah, let's ramp this up. Let's get going. All right, guys, and soon we're gonna hop on with our editor. Let's see how the repurposing. create a second post. This ad cost too much. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, is it posting this or not? I'm gonna log into X. Oh, okay. It's not posting. Is it going into drafts? I don't see anything in drafts. Okay. I'll just say continue. All right, where are we at with all of the repurposing of the LinkedIn posts? And I just checked drafts and I didn't see anything saved in drafts. Maybe we'll leave comment up on here. Browse daily. Because I'm not familiar with the UI really for Reddit, is there a way that you could list out all the activities that you think that we should be doing on an ongoing basis in Reddit? And um, then I can work in the Perplexity Comet browser to take care of all of those, but just make sure that like we're staying on top of everything and have an easy flow to contribute, share thoughts, and participate in the different communities that we want to participate in. And also, on a separate note, list out and make sure that we are part of every community that we want to be a part of. Hmm. While I can access and repurpose your LinkedIn content to save the drafts on X requires interacting with the X interface. The system can operate with one site at a time in each task. Hmm. Based on the limitations we're running into, what do you think would be the best way for us to actually accomplish this task of getting all of our LinkedIn posts that we've created over the past year into an optimized 4x? Okay. All right, we're just making sure that we're joining all these communities. And then we need We need to do that on this other one. Yo, Darshu, how's it going, man? Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Out of curiosity, Darshu, how did you find the stream? Always curious how people found out. Did it pop up on your feed? Did you come from another channel? Also, we're growth hacking right now. Follow up on your initial build thread. All right. While all of those agents are at work, we're going to go back to our PLG, make sure that we get it nailed. I like this idea for the product-led growth, customer-facing grid. The one thing is intros per month might come off as a little misleading. Mission jobs packed. All right, guys. Here's what we're going to do. I will be right back. Oh, wait. Drive to this. I think that this plan sounds amazing. The one thing that might come off as a little misleading is when we say intros, they're gonna, it kind of comes off as us directly like introducing someone that when it's not an intro, it still is an outreach, but maybe instead of intro, we could use a term. Let's come up with some ideas for other terms we could test out. Maybe intro is the right term, but like X number of intros a month, maybe like accounts a month, because like an account executive might be tasked with working on X number of accounts a month. Um, let's play around with it and figure out what the best messaging and approach would be here and continue to think through it in depth for how we can really optimize the product like growth. But I think based on what we have and what we're seeing here, this is getting a lot better. So thank you so much. Let's keep improving this and make the approach 100 times better and get our final plan ready. Thank you. We're going to go pro. Do you do pro deep research simultaneously? Yeah, let's try that. Feel free to use whatever approach you think would be best on all of these areas. Um, yeah, thank you. All right, guys, I will be right back. Let's see. Here's your updated membership status. All of them have been joined. It's unavailable and community not found. Before we start looking into before we start doing everything on the My Worker Reddit, could you please do some deep research into the other top Reddit or subreddit communities that we should look into joining would be for hitting our target customer. And just so you know, our target customer are founders that have initial product traction. So ideally, a million in revenue, but we could do a little bit less, and we could do more too. We could hit SMBs, but yeah, let's find the other communities that we can also target. Let me call you in like 5 minutes. Thanks. All right, guys, I will be right back. All right. We're going to hop on to a call very soon. Here we go. Let's see. Join the above communities with both your personal. Lurk a bit. Okay. Sounds great. Let's join all of those communities right now.
Hello.
Yo, yo. How's it going, man?
Hey. Pretty good, man. How was today's stream?
So this morning it was going well, and then I got yeah, for some reason it just stopped working on Twitch. So I shut it down. Then when I tried going back on, I like 30 minutes later, YouTube was working. I got because it passed the 7 days, so
Yeah.
it was having well, I was unbanned from YouTube, but it was difficult to get it up. And so I tried a couple times going live, ungoing live, and then I just completely unlinked YouTube and relinked it, and then it worked. So we're live on YouTube right now.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's good, man. I'm glad.
I'm pretty pumped about that too, because now we can finally do all this stuff like update the thumbnails. And our YouTube was growing the fastest before it hit the
Hmm.
ban. So,
I've
um,
never had an account be blocked. So can you not do anything? Not change
yeah,
anything at
you
all?
couldn't